What's going on, guys? Adrian Hawkins of HawkFit here with week 3 of my DUP, Daily Undulating Periodization setup. And here I am testing my deadlift for 5 sets of 5, and it is set up on strength. And so basically what I'm looking for here is just, can I pull this? Obviously, since it's a strength day for my deadlifts, I'm going to use straps because this is the day where it's requiring me to pull the most weight. The other 2 days of the week where I'm doing deadlifts, the weight is not as heavy, and so I'm practicing as much as possible lifting without straps, or until I get to maybe the last 2 sets and I just need the straps to complete the lift properly. Otherwise, I'm dropping it after every single rep. But I can say that doing this for 3 weeks, I can definitely feel that my lower back and my legs are definitely a lot thicker and a lot stronger. Pulling a heavier weight is not as much as a shock to my system, especially in that initial pull when you first start pulling and your back's just like, oh, you've got to move some weight. So when I was doing this on my first set, I was like, oh, that was lighter than I anticipated. So overall, this Friday lift, it was a good lift. I set a PR in the squats, but I'll save that for the squat section. I'm a little excited, a little nervous, because week 4, I plan on doing a testing phase. Normally I don't do testing phases, but I'm just excited to see how strong I've gotten, and if I can pull a little bit more on the deadlift and then push a little more on the squat. I'm not expecting too much in the bench. It's been probably about 2 years since I've seriously pushed my bench. And I'm still about 100 pounds away from my PR in bench, and coming out of competition, I don't expect it to bounce back that quickly. I'm actually surprised at my deadlift and my squat. Those two came back rather quickly, or actually they never left while I was competing, so that was unique for me this time around. But now we're going to transition into my bench, and the bench is the biggest thing I've been working on. If you can see here in the video, I've been working on going down further. So for me, that is down further than I normally used to go. And I've been trying. Normally when I bench, I'm probably about 1.5 inches, maybe 2 inches above the chest. And that's just the way I was taught to bench growing up, being in athletics in high school and division college. For football and track, when we would bench, the strength and conditioning coordinators would never let us put the bar on our chest. They always preached that the dead stop was harder. Now, whichever way you want to go with that, you can go with it. You could argue time under tension, you could argue dead stop, full range of motion. I'm not here to say which one is which. I think the internet has beat all of these arguments fairly well. You just got to do which one is good for you and which one you need to improve on. And I know that I needed to improve on just going lower in general. I mean, I'm not a power lifter, but I am thinking about doing a powerlifting meet. So basically, I just want to be able to go down far enough to where it would qualify at a powerlifting meet, and I know on my last 2 sets it probably wasn't down far enough. Now this is the one that I'm interested in the most. I actually forgot to record the first set of my squats, so there's only 3 sections on here. But a while back, Juggernaut Training Systems put out a video, a squat analysis video, which I'll link to in the description box. And it was talking about if you had a strong back, a weak back, or weak hips, and which one was your limiting factor. And basically, I had thought that my hips were the limiting factor in my squats, which kind of surprised me because I always thought I had strong legs. But after putting on some weight and kind of watching myself squat and come out of the hole, it actually looks like my back might be the limiting factor. Still not 100% convinced, but you can see as I go down, if you go back and watch all of these, I have that initial explosion, but then there's kind of that pause, transitioning from below 90 to above 90. There's just that pause and then up, pause and then up. So that's something I'm gonna focus on a little bit more to be more consistent. Thanks for watching the video, and I will see you next time.